Welcome, friends, to PYJynJoy. Today we'll do some divine readings and see what the universe has as a message for us today. But before we get started, let's cleanse the energy of the space. And once more. And with the cleansing of the space, we'll also cleanse our minds, getting thoughts out that we had prior to coming in today. We want to make sure that we have a nice, clear mind so we can hear what the universe's message is and take that, if it resonates, as something that we want to be able to focus on and pay attention to and not be distracted. So we'll do 3 deep cleansing breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Starting now with an inhale in, taking a deep cleansing breath in through your nose, feeling it expand your heart space, and then slowly exhale through your mouth with a sigh. Let your eyes drift close. See internal, not outside. Again, deep inhale through the nose. Let your shoulders relax as you exhale through the mouth. Unscrunch your eyebrows, relax your jaw. One more deep inhale through the nose. And exhale with a sigh. Gently let your eyes float open, and let's see what we have in store for us today. With a quick little shuffle, what the center cards are showing for us. Uh-oh. Wait a second. It's looking like there's going to be some deception and envy, heartache, and loss. What's going on with people in your life? Number 7, so in the numerology, 7 is spiritual, 3 is expansion, as well as birthing. So together they make a 10, which is a 1. So it looks as though with this deception and envy, heartache, and loss, you may be going through this now, but it's going to be a new beginning. So let's see if we can get further messages on that. Looks like this is going to be a love relationship situation. And it's something where, you get this message, you see what it is, and you can grow from it, you can learn from it, you can take this, what resonates with you, and see. So we have the first card up, we have is balance, number 11, and that's a power number, a master number. Again, it's leaning with spiritual, so maybe, I don't know, let's see what more. Perhaps there's something going on that you have a differing in your spirituality that's causing this heartache and deception and envy. And that also in traditional tarot would go to justice. So perhaps there's a situation where it's something, a legal matter. But look at this, we have hope with light, rather. We have the number 19, which is, again, 1 + 9 is 10, so a new beginning. There's light coming in, it's emanating outwards from behind you, highlighting what you have for your future. So that's a good thing. So it's seeming like these are 2 also major arcana cards. So something major in your life is happening, but it's going to work out well. So far, that's what we're tracking at. And funny, I just said hope instead of light. Here we have hope. So hope, again, is number 17. And you can see inside where the star and the sun is already coming through, you have the person in the middle of the light, and now they're outside of it. So it's perhaps a situation where you're coming into the light, you're going in, it's encompassing you, it's covering whatever heartache that you may be having. It's letting you know that you should be still positive and not be too concerned. Yes, there may be some heartache and some sadness. There may be a loss of a relationship that you're going through. This person is clearly doing something that's deceptive. They're envious of you. There was that mask that was showing. So there's someone that you can't trust. When you first met them, obviously you did not know that, but the more time you spend with someone, then that's more the time that you get to know who they are and what they're up to. And then with the whole spiritual aspect that it seems to be coming in too, is that it's, again, perhaps something where you have different belief systems and you thought that they were believing you and agreeing with you, and then it turns out after spending that time that that's not the case. Again, with numerology, 7 plus 1 is 8. So that is also for prosperity. So things are not going to be bad for you. There'll be a moment of unhappiness, but you will persevere. Intuition, 2. So again, it's 2, 2. You're going back to this couple, the two of you together. But what you're seeing is going introspective. So you were out with the light, you're reaching for the light, that's what you're hoping to get with that person. Then you had to go internal to really find out more of your inner light. Stop reaching for that person's light, you're reaching for your own light. You go inside, you go into your intuition, you follow what your gut is telling you, you lean more into that as opposed to leaning towards them. So perhaps it was also a situation where you were more infatuated with them and thinking that, wow, this is the person, I need to do this for them, maybe dress a certain way, or maybe do whatever type of sexual situations you might, maybe they were encouraging something along those lines, and you were being overcome by that. That's what's beginning to get that heartache, and perhaps was something that you thought at first was going to be a good situation, but it's not. And you realizing you had to go inside, you had to return to your inner light, follow your intuition. And then you look at this card as well, the door behind there is light. So it's as if you shut the door on that external light that you were getting from that person. Perhaps you were letting them overshadow your person, your light, your brilliance, yourself, and being more of what they wanted. So you're shutting that. You're going inside and you're actually taking the time now instead to focus on yourself and listen to your gut. So far, these are all from oh, look at this, absolutely perfect. These are all from Major Arcana. So you have 1, triumphant success. So this card, again, is this what we were saying? It's going to be a situation where things weren't great. You had the heartache, they were deceptive, they were even jealous of you. So perhaps you're more known in the community, or perhaps you have more wealth, or you're someone who's more admired, and they came along and wanted to see about maybe trying to break you in some way, get to take away your essence, your greatness, and you were drawn to them like a moth to a flame. And then what happened was you realized that mask of theirs slipped, and you really said to yourself, you know what? I have to go back to me, go back to my inner light, find that again, listen to myself. You hear the thoughts, because when people have to realize too, when you get that feeling, like it could be a word in your head, it could be a churning in your gut, it could be even a smell. Different people have different ways of their clairvoyance, but you would be getting an inkling of something that you need to do or pay attention to. But ultimately, you will be triumphant. So with the sword, it's double-edged. It's cutting through the darkness and revealing your light again. Your light, you're coming from being beneath this person, from them putting you down and trying to rise above you. Like even if you look at this, it's floating. So it's like he's up there, he's flying high and looking down at you, and then you're looking up at him. So if you look at it that way as well, it's a situation where he felt superior and you were just infatuated. You were like taken by him, and now you're seeing, nope, you got to move away from that. You also have sacrifice. So this is, and 1 is new beginnings. So we said that already with 1 and 9, and you have all these new beginnings. 1 plus 2 is 3. So again, the other card that we saw before with the loss and heartache and loss was a 3. So this is sacrifice. So in traditional tarot, this would be the Hanged Man. So when you went internal, when you looked at your thoughts and followed your intuition, it was a situation where you had to sacrifice what was before so that you can see from a different perspective of what you need to do. You have flowers that are blossoming. The clouds look like flowers, so it now changed. They're going from one shape to the next. You have a rainbow, and over the rainbow, it's you. You're coming out of the water. So you're leaving the earth. You're coming out of the water. So water is emotional. Earth is grounding. You have that feeling of, I need to emerge from where you were. You were in the clouds. You were in the earth. You were in the water. Coming out of all of the elements and to being the person that you need to be. Material harvest. That's a 9, so that's completion. It's endings, and it also has a bit of the sun, the light behind you, and it's getting you an opportunity where you're going to prosper. You're getting some good money. You have some finances that are going off that will be from what you've done in the past, some seeds that you planted. You'll be getting more from there. And also learning in this sense, since it's talking about a relationship, I would say not just material harvest, but also the fact that those seeds that you had planted when you went inside, you were following your intuition, you were within the earth, you added water to them, they're now growing. The seeds are focusing on you. Your light is shining brighter than ever before. So it's giving you a chance to close the chapter on that past relationship and to move forward within your glory and be the person that you're supposed to be. And you get a firm foundation. So this is the number 4. So that's all about planning and getting things ready. So again, when you were upside down, you were thinking about what you need to do, getting a different perspective on that relationship that you had. You were building a stronger foundation deep within the earth. You went down deep, you went within yourself, and you're now coming out stronger with you being firmly rooted. And you can see with his back, it's nice, it's strong, it's muscular, it's powerful. A triangle can hold a lot of weight as well, and it mimics the mountain up at the top. If you look a little closer, you can see the arches. So in Roman times, the Romans actually created these arches, and it's usually with water, with aqueducts that are traveling from the mountains to the cities. And knowing that also an arch can take on weight. It can carry things. So it's all implying, again, that no matter what that situation was, that relationship that you'd had with that person that was deceptive, that they were pretending to be one thing and they were actually another because they wanted to take your light, make you more attracted to them because they were jealous of how you were and the type of person that you are. And they realized that they couldn't break you. You came to, I don't want to say came to your senses, but you realized, hey, I'm bigger than that. I'm more than that. I have the hope I can do on my own without this person. I can be prosperous with the 8. I can, and then following right underneath it, you came into your material harvest. You can not have to worry on depending upon them because inwardly you have the ability to do on your own, to produce, to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. You have your own foundation. You don't have to worry about another at all. So if you look a little deeper, perhaps let's see if instead of that person is going to be someone else that may be coming in for you, and it actually has spiritual union. So when you get away and let go of a relationship that no longer serves you, that's not for your highest good, you can then be open for the universe to give to you the spiritual union that you want. And funny, remember I said earlier, it's really looking at spiritual. You have the 11, which is a spiritual master number. You have the intuition that's going within. So that's also a bit of spirituality. And it's giving you 2. So you're going in the little heart. And again, this time the light is forming a heart in the background for this couple. And they're putting their heads together. It's funny, I should say, my little dog Ziggy, who's one of my angels that I call on to help me with these readings, is that we would say, heads together. And I put his head next to mine. He was a little Maltese, so he was like, okay, pumpkin. But anyway, so that's with your spiritual union, with this new person coming through. You will have that harmony with them. It's a 6, so 6 in numerology is all about the expansion. It's about loyalty. It is about harmony, making sure that the two of you are in sync. So it goes along the lines following with the spiritual union. You'll find this new person. You'll get the harmony and the love that you deserve. And now it's little flowers that are growing. So you remember the flowers that were in the sky when you had to think and see things in a different way? Now they're growing with this person. You have it where you're holding hands. You're looking up to him just like you were looking up to him here, but he's looking at you with more love. It's not looking at you like, hey, I'm flying above. I am more superior than you. No. It's with him looking at you with this look of happiness, of joy. You're looking at him expectantly, and it's going to be a situation that you'll do well with, because you've gotten the truth. You know what your truth is as opposed to what the other person's truth is. You went inside and you realized that this is something that I need to do for me and make sure that I put myself first. And then that way you can attract like a magnet the person that you're ultimately supposed to be with. So you get your fulfillment of wishes, which is 9. So we had 9 before. It's this material harvest. We had 9. So you have your fulfillment of wishes. So it's where you are now, again, everything is coming together. There's more prosperity once again. You have water that is flowing. So it also looks like it's fertilizing, rather, it's nurturing the growth that you have for this little leaf that's coming up from below. And you have the light shining from the chest that's there as well as in the sky. So it's looking really great. I mean, it's, again, something where you don't have to, in this moment, you may not be seeing it. You're feeling that heartache. You're feeling that loss. That is the person that you're in a relationship with right now blinded you. You just were so amazed by them, so impressed by them, but it was all deception. It was all a mask. It was all of them just trying to take away from who you are and to make themselves better, to fly above and feeling that they're superior to you. But you learned. You got an idea of what they were doing. You then went inside of yourself. You reflected. You took time to figure out what was best. And looking at things from a different perspective, you were able to then make yourself open to someone who would be better for you, someone that's more harmonious, that can fulfill your wishes, material harvest. You have the strength now to carry on and move forward with them. So it's something where you can, perhaps not in this moment, see that it's good, and you will get better. Just know that this is something that will improve. So let's take a look and see what the angels have to say about this situation, if it will be where they'll agree with it, or if they will give more insight. So we ask that they give their message to this message as well. Three of Earth. So we have the power of creativity, recognition of very high quality work, be a team player. So again, this is Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, a lot of greenery, a lot of love and light coming through. It's a situation where you are going to be a team player. You're in this new committed relationship, this new truth that you have. So you're being honest with it. And it's also where you learn to be honest. My cards just fell off the side. They were like, oh my God. And to be honest and be that team player. And in that way, you can get what you want. You're being recognized by this new person that's your new love to be even better than you were before. You have King of Fire, which is motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. So that's the type of person that you'll get. He'll be someone that will light that passion with you. Fire is wands, it's passion, it's sensuality. They will be able to really set your heart aflame and make you feel better and make you feel like the person that you get treated the way that you should be as a person, as opposed to you having to really look up to that person that you're in a relationship with. Even more fire, you have it where it's a 10 of fire, 10 of wands, and you just want to make sure that you don't get too stressed out with the relationship. You want to not put so much work into it that it becomes unbalanced. You need to make sure that things stay balanced for you. And then that's the way that you can be sure to keep it flowing, keep that harmony going, keep that success going forward. You have unity, so traditional viewpoints of methods, spiritual organization. So again, that spiritual keeps coming up. So with this person, it's going to be where you're more in harmony with it. Seek out like-minded individuals and friends and mentors. So this person is going to align more with what you want. It's 5, which is change. So he's going to be the person that's more inclined to be like what you wanted, what you had originally expected out of this relationship with the person. And that's pretty much it for this message. We can see what now the crystals have for you. What crystal can enhance your situation with this? What properties can you take on from the crystal that the universe will say is best for your situation with this getting away from an old love, finding yourself again, and then getting a new love. So let's check that out. Black kyanite, set strong boundaries. And that's exactly right. You need to make sure that you are, it's also good for cord cutting. So you can see how it's like sharp. It's sort of, you know, again, looking at this, let me move this over here a second. Looking at this sword. So it's showing you that you can cut through what was negative, what no longer served you, and to come out and be triumphant with it. And it's setting your boundaries. So you're making sure that you're not going to allow in this new relationship the person to deceive you again, to not to blind you as to what they're really up to. You're going to be stronger. You have that firm foundation. You know what you need to do, what you expect in a relationship, what you deserve in a relationship. And that's what you're going forward with. You're cutting things away and you're being clear to the new person, clear on what it is that you want so that you can have that harmony from your spiritual union with this person. So that's the message. I hope that resonated with someone, that you were able to understand the situation that you're in more clearly, that it gives you the hope that you need, the hope that you need to get through this current relationship. If you're still in it, maybe you're out of it and you're internalizing things now and you're thinking of what's going on, or maybe you've come out and you are now in a position where you're going to attract a new love. So at each of those stages, this is giving you an idea of what's going on and how you can move forward, and this take the message and use it to your best to make sure that in the end, everything in this relationship is going to be best for you. So thank you. And if this is something that, this video is something that with the message encourages you to move forward with this relationship, get away from the old, get into yourself and move forward to the new, please please comment below, ask questions. I'm happy to answer those for you. And then subscribe to PYJynJoy, share it with your friends, and look forward to seeing you the next time that we have a reading. Bye-bye.